This is Danica Jane Doria,
Kayan Biboho,
Kimberly Shane Picada,
Elise Mary Samampo,
Ryan Nicole,
Jason Landela,
Cindy Leia Escabuza,
Princess Shamil Berkas,
And this is Chelsea Blaine B. COMPOC.
and let's explore the lovely world of Laag of Maribojok, Bohol. Welcome to the humble town of Maribojok.
Let us all appreciate the beauty of nature.
Let's go Laag and explore.
Town of Maribojok has a very rich history and cultural heritage. It is not only rich in the colonial elements that influenced the town, but also in its pre-Hispanic community and its participation in the resistance of foreign influence and religion. Its role as a mother parish of the two adjacent towns, Cortes and Antequera, explains the vastness of the theocratic powers control of the town. Before the Spanish colonizers came, there were no political enclaves called towns.
Hey guys!
We are in an Islam boardwalk, Maribojok, Bohol.
Islam Boardwalk is one of the top-rated places listed as niche in Maribojok. Legend of Islam in 1915. In the early part of the 18th century, Islam was one of the city's fundamental, and this city, particularly at the junction of the main highway and the road leading to the barangay of Ikson. Through a big cave called Islam, it has fine leaves and with a thick bark. It was the only tree of its kind that thrived in the entire valley of Import. Thus, the name of Barangay Islam originated. With the increase in population of Barangay Islam,
Hispanic settlements in the archipelago were either primitive, communal, or organic or sultanate system. There was no concept of the nation and the state as well. Going back to the circumstances of the foundation of the town, Maribojok was founded as a visita, a mission by the Jesuits in the early 1600s in the settlements near the river that evolved and later became a parish in 1768. More or less, the town is now 400 years basing on the early Jesuit mission near the river and 240 years old based on the foundation of the parish as the full authority over the spiritual, political, and social matters of the whole population of the community. There are towns that were thriving populated village before the Spaniards came.
So our next destination is the Karaang Dumbuan of Maribojok. Alam na!
And all the Spaniards have to do is to make them official towns. Maribojok Presidencia is old edifice of Maribojok existed in 1898.
Karaang Dungguan. The coastal area of Maribojok was known and traditionally called as Dungguan. The physical terrain of the place is ideal for anchoring ships. Jesuit historian Francisco Collin describes Maribojok as a place located at the foot of a mountain that possessed the beautiful harbor. The change of name from Dungguan to Maribojok happened when a Spaniard asked a native what is the name of the place. Maribojok Pantalan is one of the top-rated places as port in Maribojok, Bohol. It was a fishing village when Jesuit priests landed in Baclayon in 1595, bringing Catholicism also to Maribojok. Father Francisco Collin, an early Jesuit historian, listed the town's name as Malabojok and later changed it to Malabojok. Fishing and agriculture are the two main sources of livelihood. During the pre-Spanish era, the town's name was Dungguan, meaning place of anchorage, and referred to the sheltered bay where sailors used to land and engage in business with the early settlers. Maribojok was known to be a fishing village when Jesuit priests first landed in Bohol, bringing the cross for the first time to the town. However, history claims that the original name of the municipality is said to be Dungguan, a word that means place of anchorage.
Ato na ta sa simbahan guys. So ato na may mag-vlog. So let's go!
The church structure survived when the town was burned during the World War II in 1942 to 1945. On the year 2005, the church was made into a diocesan shrine of Saint Vincent Ferrer. Beside the church is the Saint Vincent Institute. After years of restoration and reconstruction, the Santa Cruz Parish Church in Maribojok, Bohol was officially handed over to its local community. The church complex is the parish of the Holy Cross in the diocesan shrine of San Vicente Ferrer, more known as Santa Cruz Parish Church or Maribojok Church, is one of the most hard-hit heritage structures in the province of Bohol in October 2013.
The Presidencia exemplifies the government building of architecture in early accounts of Maribojok. The town was called Maribojok, coming from a tree belonging to the pine also known as agoho, Casuarina exuitifolia. Augustinian Father Felix de la Encarnacion describes the meaning of Malabojok. The Diccionario Español Bisaya as a kind of tree that has leaves similar to pine needles. Not understanding what the foreigner was asking, answered Malabojok, like here, as the native was referring to the rows of agoho trees in the coastline.
Bohol was founded in 1767 by the Jesuit priest as a mission and as a parish dedicated to the Santa Cruz. The church that the Jesuit built was only temporary and was replaced by the Recollects in 1768 with the present structures. Heritage features. Unlike other churches, the Convento of Maribojok is located behind the church rather than at its sides. This gives the convento an unobstructed view of the sea, especially from the balcony that runs the length of the convento. The convento is approached through the sacristy and is a continuation of it. Above the sacristy is a room which has been converted to the Maribojok Museum. The construction of the convento was said to be started in the year 1877 and was finished in the year 1898.
So, ang sunod namang destination is ang balay ni Senior San Vicente Ferrer, which is located sa kilid sa church.
Escola Taller de Bohol training programs help equip Filipino out-of-school youth and underprivileged students with specialized skills and knowledge in traditional construction and conservation methods for heritage structures. Yet, immensely talented artisans the way of our forefathers in preserving not just our heritage structures but our Filipino identity. Our mission is to empower and transform the Filipino out-of-school youth into protectors and our cultural and historical heritage properties. Heritage places in Philippines are vulnerable and are in constant risk of being damaged due to the high frequency of typhoons and earthquakes, and therefore need to be in their top form to reduce the destructive effects of this natural phenomena.
Welcome to Punta Cruz Watchtower.
Where we can find
Peace, tranquility,
unity,
courage, heroism, and a daring face. May the generations continue to study and remember the good and bad lessons learned in cultures, beliefs, and peoples
Punta Cruz. The fort of St. Vincent Ferrer, or commonly known as Punta Cruz Watchtower, is a Spanish colonial era. You can still find an old Spanish watchtower, built there to provide an early warning of Moro raiders approaching Bohol. Of all the watchtowers in Bohol, this is probably the best preserved one.
So guys, amo mong isuroy sa Punta Cruz Watchtower. Let's go! Bayon sa natonig. Kung asa po nagbuwang ba?
Punta Cruz Historical Watchtower located at the western tip of Maribojoc. The popular name of Barangay Punta Cruz is derived from the Punta, which means cape, and the word Punta Cruz was coined from the cross which was planted on the said place to scare the Morocco marauders. This was dedicated to San Vicente Ferrer. The Punta Cruz Watchtower on the shores of the municipality of Maribojoc served as the lookout for incoming pirates. It was part of a wider defense net built along the Visayan coast to protect settlements from slave raiding Moros that struck during the season of the southwestern monsoon. It commands an excellent view of Bohol Straits and the neighboring island of Cebu. The upper floor of the tower offers a breathtaking view of the sea facing the provinces of Cebu, Siquijor, and Mindanao. As one enters the tower, you will be welcomed by the image of Saint Vincent Ferrer, to whom this tower was dedicated. Beside the tower is a wooden cross that stands in a rock cliff that stick out into the sea. Townfolk believe that the wooden cross is mysterious and believed to protect the island from the invasion from the cruel Moro pirates. Legend has it that whenever the pirates try to attack the province, a glaring light emanates from the wooden cross, causing fear and difficulties from the pirates to sight the land.
going to our next destination, guys. So let's go.
Mani kami sa mong paglakaw. Grabe kayo nito doon ang panahon na karon guys, no? Kita din niyo nga among mga buna gasinaw nagagitaman. Paningot ka dito ang depekta.
Lang mo sa buna ni Danica, kita na dito ang tawa.
Grabe kayo kalami sa tuwang palibot din hi.
Lami ang palibot, pero wala na.
Kung lami ang palibot, lami sa dangga video. Di ba guys?
Ay. That's kind of...
Mamig na sa Alicia to guys. No? Welcome to my guys. Hi vlog, welcome to my guys.
Hi!
Please hi to my vlog.
Hello! Init na kayong cellphone ba?
Na mga bato sa likod. Are magsaka na po mi guys.
So guys, manguli na mi. Let's go. Bye. Welcome to Simi Mamid Forest in Maribojok, Bohol. So, this is my friends. Hi! So, amo mong i-tour kung unsay forma o unsa kanindot ang mini man-made forest. So, let's go. So maon ni guys. So
welcome to the view. So this house is chosen as one of our destinations since this house has received so many pangitables sa mga ancestors nito. Guys,
Belda Madalara Family Ancestral House, Paglutuan Maribojok, Bohol, 1929. Fausto Amariel Madelara was born on August 9, 1886, married to Marta Albelda, who was born on February 24, 1897.
blessed with 11 children. Fausto Manlara served as the 30th